Pub Battles, Gettysburg by Command Post Games. This time I'm playing Gettysburg from the leeward side, and I'm going to describe the battle as I imagine Lee would experience it. This means that the first few turns until Lee arrives, there'll be just general reports. What I'm hoping to accomplish is to capture the removed feeling you get from pub battles where you don't have absolute control over everything on the board. Just like historical commanders, you're sending out orders, you're getting reports, you're hoping there's something accurate with what you're receiving. I start by chewing up my divider. In the early morning, Lee gets reports that lead elements of Harry Heth's division have run into Union cavalry just outside of Gettysburg and driven them back. He laments the absence of Stuart. If those people have cavalry, while he does not, this does not bode well. It's mid-morning, and Lee receives glowing reports that the Yankees have been driven back past Gettysburg, and Heth's division is racing forward to get some shoes in town. Late morning, a few miles west of Gettysburg, Lee gets more information, somewhat disturbing. The Union Army is showing up in numbers, and A.P. Hill sends message as he is setting up a line opposite Yankee troops that seem to be pouring in, requests immediate assistance. Lee sends word to Ewell to hurry along. It's noon and Lee shows up not a minute too soon. He sets the artillery on the hill, has Pender attacking the Union left. Let's make this happen. Pender reports the Yankees are driven from the hill. Early afternoon of day one, Lee forms an HQ meeting with his two corps commanders, A.P. Hill and Ewell. Lee intends to maneuver them out of Gettysburg, not fight through Gettysburg. And he's going to turn the Union right with Ewell's corps. He's going to count on the artillery to keep back the Union left. Mid-afternoon, Lee begins his assault in earnest. He has Ewell turning the Union right, A.P. Hill turning the Union left. Lee's plan is working beautifully. All the Confederate attacks are successful, and the Yankees remaining in Gettysburg are finding it very untenable. There's panic in the Yankee ranks. The artillery was particularly effective in clearing the center, which then allowed Heth to come charging through with his forces and keep the Yankees running. Well, here it is dinner time on day one, and Lee feels sanguine. He believes they're cleaning up the last of the Union troops in Gettysburg. He's worried about the Union cavalry. They haven't been seen since the morning. He wonders what they might be up to. Have they simply retreated? And he hears the firing of the battle going on in Gettysburg itself. He hears the fighting intense and then quieting down. He is seeing reports now that the Union forces inside Gettysburg have surrendered. As the sun's low in the sky, Lee looks at the last effort of the day. As Ewell attempts to take Culp's Hill, before nightfall he receives a message from Ewell that says that they have cleared the hill with minimal casualties. Longstreet has arrived, and he's sending him down on the Union left. During the evening, Lee is awakened by an orderly who tells him that it sounds like the Yankees are moving out. It sounds like the Federals are bugging out. It sounds like the South has won. And Lee looks at his aide and says, "Well, thank God. Many, many mothers will not be shedding more tears for boys that will be lost in the morning." Alright, endgame analysis. Why did the North bug out? This is why. You'll see right here that the baggage train is exposed. During the night turn, all these units that could move in and theoretically interfere can't move closer than 1/3 to the southern units. They can stay where they are, or they can move more than 1/3 away. They cannot cover this. The South simply has to stay here. They can stay right there, no matter when they're drawn. Roads will even recover thanks to the unpacked baggage here. By morning, they would have to somehow guarantee that they wouldn't move first. But Lee and Ewell are right here ready to jump first thing in the morning. It is unlikely they could do that. Therefore, they decide this is not a good situation. We're going to pull back to Pipes Creek, where we intended to fight originally anyway.